morning students. As we have started with the 10th standard science chemistry chapter, that is carbon and its compounds. So in today's class, let us learn with the chemical properties of the carbon compounds. So chemical properties of the carbon compounds means we are going to learn about combustion, oxidation, addition and the substitution. So let us learn one by one in today's class, students. So let me start with the first one, that is combustion. So in general, you know already the meaning of combustion. Any type of the fuels, it may be the carbonated compounds, when they react with oxygen, when they burn in presence of oxygen, you are going to get carbon dioxide. Are we getting only carbon dioxide? No, we are getting heat and light also. Heat and light. So what is combustion? Any carbonated compounds, when they burn in presence of oxygen, they are providing carbon dioxide with the energy, that is heat and light. Right, students? This is the general statement for combustion. Today we are going to discuss about the combustion of the carbon compounds, means about hydrocarbons. So let me start with one hydrocarbon like methane, CH4. When it reacts, when it burns with the oxygen, you are getting carbon dioxide and water vapors. Along with this, we are getting heat and light plus heat energy and light energy we are getting. Right, students? Yes. Any of the hydrocarbon, when it burns with oxygen, means in presence of oxygen, it's going to produce carbon dioxide, small quantity of water in terms of water vapor and heat and light. Right? So this is about the combustion of hydrocarbons. Here we have said heat energy will produce and light energy also will produce. What about the color of the light, students? Here the color of the light will be blue. So when there is again in the combustion, we are making the types as a complete combustion and a incomplete combustion. What is complete combustion? For the combustion process, when you are providing sufficient amount of oxygen, then what happens? That is called as complete combustion. When there is a complete combustion, you are getting the blue flame. Usually saturated hydrocarbons will undergo the complete combustion and unsaturated hydrocarbons after combustion means what happens? They are unsaturated. So the oxygen what we are providing, if it is less to them, there is an incomplete combustion and they are giving you yellow colored flame. Right? So not compulsory that saturated hydrocarbons will always give the blue flame. You are using the stove, students, stove in the house, right, for the cooking purpose. So you are using the LPG, liquefied petroleum gas. So as you are providing the gas, the burner with so many holes means there is a supply of oxygen, you are getting the blue flame when there is a complete combustion. After many days, what happens? Those holes of the burner might be filled with this carbon, what liberates after the combustion, and there might be insufficient supply of oxygen. That time you might have observed the yellow flame with the bottom of the vessels will become dark. The bottom of the vessels will become dark as well as you are getting the yellow flame. Right? So this is about, we can say, as a incomplete combustion. So we can't say saturated also. When there is an insufficient supply of oxygen, it may give you the incomplete combustion. But usually an incomplete combustion happens with the unsaturated hydrocarbons. Right, students? So this is one chemical property of the carbon compounds, that is combustion. Let me give one more example of the carbon compound by taking ethanol. Ethanol formula is CH3 concept of the combustion. Right friends, take down the equations, and if the equations are not balanced, you have to balance it. Balancing of the equations is compulsory. Students, the second property, that is oxidation. Already in our first chapter we have discussed what is oxidation and reduction. Hope you remember. Now tell me, what is oxidation? Oxidation nothing but addition of oxygen and removal of the hydrogen. So let us learn this concept with an example. If you are taking the alcohol, this alcohol can be oxidized in presence by heating. It can be oxidized by heating and it can be converted into carboxylic acid. How can you make it oxidize the alcohol? It can undergo the oxidation with the help of oxidizing agents. Oxidizing agents. Right? So you are taking oxidizing agent and heating the alcohol product so that you can convert it into carboxylic acid. Let us learn with one particular example, students. Let me take ethanol. So this ethanol, when it is oxidized with the help of oxidizing agents like alkaline KMNO4, you have to heat this. Have to take the alcohol, heat it in presence of alkaline potassium permanganate. You are converting it into carboxylic acid, that is ethanoic acid, CH3COOH. Ethanoic acid. Not compulsory that we have to take the potassium permanganate only, students. You can take one more acidifying oxidizing agent like acidified K2Cr2O7 and heat this. You can take acidified potassium dichromate and heat it, you are getting ethanoic acid. Right? So this is one example for oxidation. The substances which helps for oxidation process, we are going to call them as a oxidizing agent. Now in this case, these two acts as a oxidizing agents because they are helping for the oxidation process. Right? Yes, students, the next chemical carbon compound chemical property, that is addition reaction. As the name says, addition, we are going to add something to the reaction. Okay? For example, let us take the unsaturated hydrocarbons. Unsaturated hydrocarbons. These unsaturated hydrocarbons can be converted into saturated hydrocarbons by adding some catalyst. The catalyst like nickel or palladium. By adding the catalyst like nickel or palladium, anyone by adding, in presence of hydrogen gas, they can be converted into saturated hydrocarbons. We are going to call it as addition reaction. Right? Hope you are understanding, students. Yes, here I have used the word catalyst. What is catalyst? This is one element which helps to continue the reaction, which helps to proceed the reaction without affecting that reaction. So for such elements, we call them as the catalyst. Right? So if you generalize this unsaturated hydrocarbons, C double bond C, right? Yes. Any one of the unsaturated, that is in presence of the catalyst, nickel or palladium, bypassing the hydrogen gas, you can convert it into saturated hydrocarbon. Right? Yes. So this is called as addition reaction. And this addition reaction we can apply it in hydrogenation process. We can use this in hydrogenation process. What is this hydrogenation process? These vegetable oils and oil, whatever the oils we will use, students, these are unsaturated hydrocarbons. So you can convert these oils into fats. Fats nothing but like a vanaspati. What dalda we used to follow? Ghee, dalda, vanaspati. So like that form you can convert. That is in presence of the catalyst, nickel or palladium, in presence of hydrogen gas, and this is the process called as hydrogenation. Conversion of oils into fats. As oils are unsaturated hydrocarbons and fats are saturated hydrocarbons, this passing in presence of hydrogen, this process is called as hydrogenation. Okay, so if you are again health conscious and all, we prefer oils as these are unsaturated ones and fats are not preferred health point of view, as these are saturated but still not preferred. Right, students? Yes, so this is one example about the addition reaction. Students, the next property of carbon compounds is substitution reaction. As the name only says, substitution means removing. What will remove from what? If you are taking the saturated hydrocarbons, so let me start with the methane. As we know, saturated hydrocarbons are very less reactive as they are quite stable. So they won't react with any of the reagents. But these saturated hydrocarbons will react in presence of sunlight. Right? So in presence of sunlight, if these hydrocarbons, saturated hydrocarbons are reacted with the chlorine in presence of sunlight, not in a normal cases, in presence of sunlight, if these saturated hydrocarbons react with the chlorine, this chlorine will remove one hydrogen atom from the methane. So what happens here? It will become CH3Cl plus HCl. So there is one substitution of a hydrogen from the chlorine. That is what we are going to call this reaction as a substitution reaction. Right? Take down the definition, students. The reaction in which a reagent replaces an atom or a group of atoms from the reactant and are called substitution reactions. So now this is called as chloromethane. Methane when reacted with the chlorine in presence of sunlight, one hydrogen from the methane is removed to form as CH3Cl and hydrochloric acid will form. So this CH3Cl is called as chloromethane. The reaction will continue, students. Chloromethane, again when it is subjected to chlorine in presence of sunlight. Don't forget the condition. In presence of sunlight. Again what it will do? It will remove one hydrogen from the chloromethane. It will remove one hydrogen to form CH2Cl2 plus HCl. Right? So this is called as dichloromethane. Dichloromethane. So it has removed one hydrogen again from the chloromethane. The reaction will continue. Now you take the dichloromethane, CH2Cl2 plus Cl2 in presence of sunlight. Yes, what you are going to get, students? One more hydrogen which is reduced. So CHCl3 plus HCl. CHCl3 plus HCl. That is trichloromethane. Trichloromethane. Now this trichloromethane, CHCl3 plus Cl2 in presence of sunlight to form CCl4 plus HCl. Tetrachloromethane you can say, or yes, tetrachloromethane or carbon tetrachloride. Carbon tetrachloride. Okay, is it visible till the last equation? Okay, it is called as carbon tetrachloride or tetrachlorocarbon with the liberation of hydrogen. Right? Till the end of the hydrogen, the chlorine is so on replacing the hydrogen. So it is replacing, it is removing more, so it is called as substitution reaction. Okay students, take down the equations, check out whether they are balanced or not. If not balanced, please balance. Okay? Yes, remaining we will discuss in our next class. Okay? Thank you. Have a good day.